All right, hi everyone. Hopefully feeling good today. I'm going to be talking about meetings because we all seem to be doing a lot of meetings. And before I do that, my name is Asenza. I'm an associate with Idea-STEM. And meetings are actually part of our life, but in a great way. And I'm going to talk about that. So have you ever left a meeting thinking, what did we even do? There was no clarity, no direction, and no space to contribute. Just 60 minutes of your life you will never get back. And a to-do list that feels like it landed on you and not with you. Now imagine doing that every single day in a space that claims to be inclusive. Meetings are where team culture gets proven or exposed. And far too often, they show us what we don't want to see. I used to walk out of a meeting feeling totally disoriented. Everyone else seemed fine from where I was standing. They nodded, took notes, threw around terms like critical path and next steps. Meanwhile, I was sitting there thinking, what just happened? Did we make a decision? Did I even agree with this? Then I'd get the follow-up email and see my name beside 5 tasks I didn't understand and definitely didn't co-sign. But I stayed quiet because I thought I was the only one who was confused. Until I started talking to others. And guess what? They felt the same way. We were all pretending to follow. And the meeting kept moving on like that was success. Meetings are a mirror. They reflect your team's values, whether you mean for them to or not. If the loudest voices dominate, you're rewarding confidence over contribution. If decisions are made before the meeting even starts, you're performing participation, not practicing it. If people leave confused, it's not because they weren't paying attention, it's because your structure didn't invite clarity. Inclusive teams need inclusive meetings. Makes sense, right? Simple enough? Otherwise, you're just rehearsing inequity in real time. Through my work with Idea-STEM, I've seen the difference when a team makes meetings intentional. When our team came together, we didn't just accept the default. We were conscious, shaped by lived experiences of exclusion. So we designed how we wanted to meet. Not perfectly, but consciously. Now, I want to be fair. Exclusive meetings don't always come from one bad leader. Sometimes it's the system. So many organizations are trapped in a culture of urgency. Leaders feel pressure from above to act fast, respond now, deliver yesterday. And that urgency trickles down into endless reactive meetings. But here's the catch. Naming systemic pressure can't become an excuse because systems create the environment. But leaders still make choices in that environment. And those choices matter, right? Leaders can replicate exclusion or resist it. They can default to urgency or carve out space for intention. They can silence voices or amplify them. Here's what we built into our meetings, the 5 enablers of inclusive meetings. First, psychological safety comes first. Our leader, Mahadio, set the tone by sharing vulnerability, not to overshare, but to open the door. When leaders go first, others don't just feel invited, they feel safe. In meetings now, each of us share our vulnerabilities openly and often to lead it in order to keep that door open for each other. Structure creates equity. We use roundtables. Everyone speaks, everyone listens. Airtime is distributed, not dominated. We have a trauma-informed design. Instead of cramming 20 things into a finite little agenda, we spread our topics out, 2 or 3 items at a time, with space to sit with them. It may seem slow to you, but it's intentional. Processing is important, not just production. We use language that includes. We replace terms that didn't fit us and, in fact, triggered us. Things like work-back schedules or deadlines, which, in my opinion, is a bad word to begin with. But we created them with metaphors that we created together. Things like tapestry, garden, threads. Our language became a reflection of us. We used shared metaphors that anchored meaning. Describing our work as a tapestry wasn't just poetic, although it does sound lovely. It helped us see our contributions as interconnected and helped us align when things got messy. Now contrast that with what doesn't work, and you've probably seen it too. Meetings that center on speed over understanding. Top-down agendas where one person talks and everyone else listens. Hidden decisions where input is requested but never received. Participation defined by Western norms. The fast talkers, 9 to 5 availability, confident extroverts. And the worst, performative inclusion, where difference is allowed but punished the moment it shows up. So what can we do instead? I love the number 5. So here are 5 ways to build inclusive meetings based on what my team did. Set clear, co-created agendas. Don't just inform, invite. Share topics ahead of time and welcome that feedback earnestly. Use roundtables. Everyone speaks, everyone listens. Honor pacing and access needs. Build in those breaks. Pause. Don't demand instant brilliance. And normalize multimodal participation. Some people like to talk. Some people type. Some need more time. All are valid. Co-create shared language. Let your team describe the work and watch it shift the culture. When we designed our meetings, people stopped apologizing for needing clarity. We laughed more, reflected more, created more. We didn't rush to conclusions. We arrived at them together. And here's what I want to leave you with. If your meetings don't reflect your values, they're just rituals, not relationships. Inclusive meetings aren't a luxury, everyone. They're the foundation of inclusive teams. Because when meetings work for everyone, the work works for everyone. So let's stop saying this meeting could have been an email, because we've said that a lot. I'm guilty. But let's start saying this could have been inclusive. And then let's make it so. Thank you.